So today we're showcasing the Legion Y740, and this is the 15-inch model. Showing off to start, you have your 15.6-inch screen. It is a matte finish, so it does help with glare, direct sunlight, things like that. When you come down to the bottom, we move to the keyboard. You have two macro buttons, macro 1 and macro 2. So depending on if you like to customize the keyboard for certain games, you do have that option. Down here to the touchpad, you have your standard left and right clicks. As we make our way to the side, see we got some RGB lighting. On this side, you have your 3.5mm headphone jack, standard USB-C. Come to the next side, USB 3.0. Most of the ports for the Legion series are actually on the back. With this one in particular, people were saying that they couldn't see what the ports were without looking directly in the back, so we lit them up. Your display port, your HDMI, networking, USB, everything's back there. So with cable management, it does help quite a bit. When you come down to the bottom, standard ventilation here. The big thing that we did is we installed two fan blades to help with the exhaust, but we actually have them coming out from the back. So instead of the heat going to your headphone jack or the mouse itself, it's all through the rear. Come back in. Now with this model in particular, it is sporting the GeForce RTX 2070, and it is a Max-Q version. The 1920 by 1080 resolution, i7 8750H, and then 512 gigabyte solid state drive and a 2 terabyte hard drive with 32 gigs of RAM. Mind you, this is all the maximum that it can go, so depending on what model you're looking for, you can tone it down if you really need to. The biggest difference between the 15 and the 17-inch versions is in the 17, you can put the 2080 in there, the Max-Q. And then as you move it back to the 540, the maximum it'll go up to is the RTX 2060, and that is the full card that they'll put in. So now we're over the Y740 17-inch. Very similar to the 15-inch, but you can see right off the bat, you do have a numeric keypad here. Aside from the screen size, the maximum that it can go for the graphics card is the RTX 2080 Max-Q. You do have the aluminum chassis, and it is the same for the 15-inch as well. Close it up when you see. Do have some slight lighting here on the Legion, kind of adding that little pop of flair to it, trying to keep it a business and a gaming machine.